Herm Edwards is nice enough to drop on in when he is. How many schools are you going to today, Coach?
Oh, I'm with Donnie. So
Donnie Addis is here in the crowd.
He's our guy, and so he's kind of like just takes me. I just follow his lead. I said, "Where are we going?" "We're going over here, Coach." I'm in. We're going to Chandler, I think, today, and there are a couple more.
That's
obviously.
good. How do you like this whole deal? Herm?
Oh, I tell you what, I enjoy it. I missed it. I miss being around the coaches and really around the players. You miss it when you've done it your whole life. We had our first off-season run yesterday in lift, and I addressed the team. And the second time I've actually addressed the team. And it's just, it's your passion. It's what you do. It's what you've been around your whole life. You're comfortable in that bubble with players and coaches. I've lived in that bubble my whole life, and it's great to be back.
The hiring of Kevin Sumlin.
Yes.
You know him well.
Yes. Yes.
And what did you think?
I think it's a great hire for Arizona. When you think about what he's going to bring to the table, he's won a lot of football games as a coach. He's a really good recruiter. I think this conference and ESPN, I talked to a couple guys at ESPN yesterday, and they said, "Boy, Coach, what do you think about this conference, this Pac-12? I said, "They got some star coaches. They got Chip Kelly and Sumlin." I said, "Wow, that's just great. That's great for the Pac-12 conference."
David Shaw, Chris
David
Peterson.
Shaw, yeah, all these
Herm
star
Edwards.
No.
Come
I
on.
said, don't even
Come
put me in.
on.
I don't
Get
even want
outta
to be in the
here.
conversation with those guys.
Listen
I
to
have
them.
not won a college football game yet. So I'm not even in a conversation with those guys. Those guys are well-deserving. I said, those guys are the stars. Those are the marquee names in the Pac-12. I love it.
Underdog.
No, I'm just.
You're gonna play that role, or no?
I'm just doing what I do.
I got that.
Just doing what I do.
I got that. Before I let you go, because you got to get out here and go
Sure.
recruit, what is it you're looking to accomplish between now and Letter of Intent Day? Can you give the fans an idea? You cannot talk specific names.
No.
That's what happens. But from what you did December 20 in signings to what you're doing now, what are you trying to accomplish?
Continue to upgrade our roster with great student athletes that will represent this university in the correct way, and obviously build a program that when you walk into that stadium as a fan, the DNA of our players will look much different in the next couple of years.
In what way?
Just how they look.
I got you.
Just how they look.
The eyeball test.
Yeah.
Across
when
the board or skill?
Yeah, across the board.
All right.
I think when you look at the championship game, did you look at those players? Did you see those players that played the championship game?
They blocked the sun. Few of them.
Yeah. Maybe eventually we may look like that.
Heavy in JUCO, mostly high school. All high school.
You build your program through high school.
Right.
You because you want to develop players. Look, I go back to football. Pro football, you build your roster through the draft because you develop players. That's why it was critical for me to hire coaches that knew how to teach, that wanted to develop players. That's the critical part for me. If you can't teach, you're not going to be on my staff. So you do that with young players. You fill some holes in some slots with JC guys. I say that because I was a former JC guy.
As was I.
Okay, and there are
I
good players in junior college.
Yes, there are.
There are a lot of, and sometimes they get a bad knock.
Yes, they
I don't
do.
believe in that. I just believe in good football players are everywhere, but the crux in the foundation has to be built from high school players.
I will let you go off that. There's lots of questions people are texting.
Sure.
These are questions he cannot answer.
I cannot answer.
So
That's right. There's restrictions.
After Letter of Intent Day, can you come back sometime?
I will come back.
I appreciate you, Herm.
Thank you, my friend.
Good seeing you.
Good being here. Thank you.